everybody, welcome back to Wreath by Libby. I'm Libby. I'm out here in the shop today. It's Sunday. And I'm just playing around with some stuff. I figured I'd do one more Halloween, one more Thanksgiving, and maybe do a Christmas one today too. I don't know. But I'm just playing around with stuff that I have left. So let's get started. Okay guys, I'm going to be using this Christmas tree frame, but I'm going to use it upside down. And I have some of this deco mesh. I'm not sure where it come from. I've never used this before. It's more like tulle than it is mesh. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I've got 2 rolls of it. And I also have a little bit of black and a little bit of purple, and I do mean very little bit, like the end of the roll here, of 21-inch mesh, that I'm going to try and cut this in smaller pieces and kind of use it as part of the base so you can't see through this. Like I said, I'm just playing around. I don't know how it's going to turn out. But if this doesn't work, I do have a roll of purple regular mesh. I'm just trying to use up stuff that, you know, would normally go to waste. Stuff I've never used before. I'm just trying new things here. So, start with, I'm going to prep this. And I've never used this frame before. So I don't know how well this is going to go. I'm not really sure of the placement. I'm just going to put one on each crossbar at the bottom edge here. And we'll see what we'll come up with. And I'm using the crossbar so it doesn't slide around. And I'm going around the crossbar in the back and then back up towards the front. And now that is nowhere near even. I'm going to show y'all. I'm putting it around the crossbar. I don't know if y'all can see. Getting it about even. Crossing it over. Then I'm going under on each side of the crossbar. And then back around so it doesn't slide one way or the other. And I'm only doing this because I've never used this frame before. Now this might be a kind of long video, just warning y'all. Let me get this tag off. Don't know where this frame come from. It's just a barcode. It don't have any names on there. Okay, so I'm gonna get all these on and then I'll come back. Okay, y'all, so here's what I come up with. I got one on every bracket on the bottom ring, and on the top set of rings, I got one at the peak, one on each side here in this first section, or the middle section, and I'm going to hot glue those so they don't move, and then one on each corner bracket at the top. That's how I'm going to do this. So now I just got to wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. And maybe it won't take just a minute. And y'all, this is the inspiration. This is just a $1 kids witch hat that I got from Dollar General. And what I want to do is put it in the corner and just have like a swag kind of thing going on. So I'm going to have to stuff the hat with something. And I'm thinking I might bend the sides up so it gives it a more witchy look. And then I've got all these picks over here. I got this cool spider pick. Don't know where it come from either. No, don't know. But I know it was $3. And it's got the little spiders on there, little balls, and all these other little picks over here. But first we need to worry about this, the base. So I'm going to pause this while I wait for my glue gun. Okay, y'all, my glue gun's hot. So I'm just going to take these that are in this middle here, and I'm going to put a little dot of glue on each side of it so it won't slide back and forth. Okay. Strings up there. Okay, y'all, and I already went and I cut my 21-inch mesh. I cut it at about 10 or 11 inches long. So I've got 2 purple ones. I'm going to see how many of these black ones I can get. Probably just 2 also. I don't like throwing stuff away. So we're going to try and get the most use out of this as we can get. We got 2 of those also. So that's 4. Let's see how many we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So what I'm thinking, y'all, I'm just going to leave them in the roll. And I'm just going to let's see, how can I do this? I can get it up to 3. Okay, yeah. Now this may not work out at all. It's like I'm making a little poof, but is still in the roll. The purple one next. And I'm coming right on top of that black one at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Y'all, I'm just using this to hide the frame because we have all this that's going to go on top of it. That's my plan anyway. And this corner here, it don't need a whole lot because this hat's going to be over here. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here. This one up this way. I just alternated the color from purple to black. Now I'm going to have one more piece. Down the top. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to cut these pretty long. This is that tool mesh. Set this out of the way. Just a second. And I'm going to cut these at 24 inches. I've never used this stuff. Separate. All right, I got some done. So let's see how this is going to look. think I'm just going to scrunch it up through the middle and just add it on. Covers it pretty good. I don't know if I'll have to come back and add more twist ties or not. I'm just scrunching right up the middle. Now it's a 10 by, I don't know how long it is, but it's 10 inches wide. Only 5 yards on a roll. It don't look too bad so far. Kind of like the white dots all over it. See? That's how it's looking so far. Not too bad. I'm going to do one side at a time to see if I need to add any ties for coverage. Yeah, this is, I'm liking it a lot. My only concern is this top corner up here, because there's no 21-inch mesh at the top. I will need to cut some more off the other roll for sure. This is kind of fun looking. Now there is a front and a back to this. The back does not have the white polka dots or the white dots. I don't know if y'all can tell, but the dots are like 3D. They stand up. Okay, y'all. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So now I'm going to start filling in this side. This stuff's so light, my air conditioner's blowing it around. I need to cut some more, so I'm going to cut some more and I'll be right back. Okay, I got some more cut. I cut 7 more to fill my ties. I have a little bit left. Hope y'all having a good Sunday, a good weekend. I played in the garden all day yesterday, cleaning up my tomato plants. And I'm just filling in these y'all. I love that effect of the polka dots. That is really cool. If y'all know where they sell this at, please let me know. Because I think this would be really pretty in like a red for Christmas. Or even pink for like summertime. Or sage green or mint green. It'd be really pretty. Or like a sweet shop theme wreath or something. And this would look like sprinkles. That's cool. Okay. I think it's going to be okay, y'all. I think it's going to have enough coverage. And don't forget, you know, we got the hat and the picks and the flowers. I think I am going to need one more tie in the middle at the top because I see where I didn't put one there. And this looks so pretty. It stands up good. I guess this is, it might be microscopically a little bit thicker than tulle, but not really. I mean, I would call it tulle and not mesh, but the package says mesh. Okay, that's what we have. I didn't put one right here on this inside middle bracket, so I'm going to put one there, and that'll take care of that little hole. Hot cleaner. Cut me one more piece of mesh. I'm just going to run it out. And look, 2 rolls. That's all that's left right there. 2 rolls, so that's 10 yards of it. Fluff it out. full. Now, I have to figure out how I'm going to stuff this hat. So I'm going to pause the video while I figure that out, and I'll be back. Okay guys, what it is, I took some old shopping bags and I just stuffed it up in there. Okay, and I'm going to find me a piece of felt, I think. Find me a piece of felt. And cut it out and put it on the bottom. And then glue that down. So, I'm just going to start by cutting a circle. I'm mainly just cutting the corners off of this until I figure out about how big I need. I'm cutting it way bigger than I need right now. Now, in a perfect world, you would measure it out and all that stuff, but I'm just playing, so. And I'm not trying to get it exact, I'm just trying to get it close. Okay, I think that'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and glue right here on this seam here. Right there on that seam. I'm just going to work my way around. And I can come back and trim off afterwards. Okay. Mesh it down, make sure everything's getting a good connection. Okay. I'm going to come back and trim. And it don't have to be perfect, you're not going to see this part. Now, you want to kind of shape it. How you want on it. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here to hold that down. Can y'all see? I'm shaping it back so it don't stick completely straight out. And I'm going to put a little glue here in this little crease so it'll hold it up or hold it down. Like so. And we'll hold that for a minute. I think I'm going to bend this a little bit too. Okay. Okay, so that's holding now. So now, figure out how I'm going to attach this. Okay, I gotta figure that out and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. What I'm gonna do is I pinched this and I made holes through this felt. And I'm gonna try and run this pipe cleaner through there. Just like so. Now that it's going to hold it on. And maybe two. You may need two. And pinch it, cut it, make a little hole. Pinch it, cut it, make a little hole, and we'll run the pot cleaner through there. Oh, come on out, dog. Maybe we go in the little hole and come out the big hole. Okay. All right. Now, let's attach it. And I'm going to find the corner. Why? Because there's a bracket there. And because that's where I want it. Cinch it down, twist it off, good and tight. And the other one, I'm going to come to the closest connection point. We have our hat on. Just like, I hope y'all can see it. Just like so. Okay. Now, I think and then we'll put one of these little flowers up here on her hat. that's just a clip. It's just clipped on there. Okay. Let's do our bow. I just got some random ribbons picked out. Okay, so let's start with this orange. Now the only orange I plan on using in this is in the ribbon. Now I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Now this ribbon was gifted to me. I don't know how it comes. So we're going to make 8-inch tail. Six-inch loop. 8-inch tail. One up, one down. I don't know what's up with all that stuff. I really don't. Okay, there's very little of this left, so I don't know how many loops I'm going to get. I only want one on each side, so I don't know if I'll even get that. Nope. We're only getting one loop of this, which is fine. It's fine. Okay. Now I've got this 1.5 inch. I'm going to start it on the other side so we can get some tails on this side. Let me go see if I can find some black and white. I got some black and white dots. Throw some of that in there too. Do it this way, start on the opposite side. And this here is sheer, but it's got purple on the edge. And it's just a little bit, and I just need one loop in the middle. One loop in the middle. Perfect. Okay. We're going to use a zip tie. Grab hold of everything, Bend that around. Pipe cleaner. Right, now let's clean this up a little bit. I'm cutting satin ones at an angle. Toothing as I go. These ones, I'm going to dovetail these. Right, and there's our bow. So let's get our bow on there. The bow's gonna go about right there, kind of in the middle, off to one side. I forgot to cut this thingy off. Pop cleaner, okay. Come down here, push it through everything. Try to. There's a lot on here. I'm sure it's where I want it to be, and it is. Now I'm going to hit that with a little bit of glue too, so it don't slide around. I missed a whole bunch of tails. Alright, so now we're getting to put stuff in here. Do like that. Now this is not the same color purple, so I'm not sure about it. coming down. See y'all how that's just not the same color? I'm not sure I like that. I do have some black ones that I could stick around the bow, around the hat. I got some black roses. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do that. Hold on just a second. Okay. I do have some orange things too, so I may just do the black and orange and the black roses. I do have some more of these if I need those. So let's go in with these. I'm thinking I'm going to use the whole stem. I'm just going to come under this bow here. Like so. They're all on wire, so it's bendable. Now, I'm not going to put as much orange as I am the black. So, I'm going to cut these up. I'm just lifting that bow up and pushing this right into the mesh. Okay. Now we're going to move down to the bottom. Spread this out. And I'm going to find a spot for it. Looks like a good spot. Putting lots of glue on there. You could also take these, y'all, and tie them together and make it look like a broom, maybe. Add a stick to it and stick it on there and it'll look like a witch's broom. That's also a cute idea. I don't know if I need two down here, just, yeah. I think I'm going to do two at the bottom. just so it kind of looks like a swag on a wreath, or her holding a swag maybe. I don't know. I'm just rambling, y'all. Stick that one right on top of the other one, just so it looks fuller at the bottom. Remember, they're all wire. Take this other piece of this orange. And we're just going to feed in these little pieces randomly throughout that black. I don't even know what these things are called. I know they're picks, but I mean, they're like little squiggly branches or whatever. Glitter. And when I say glitter, I mean handfuls of glitter. Alright. That's what we have this far. Around the butt, like in the butt. I ain't even done the flowers yet. I might not. Yeah. See if I can cut this. I'm gonna cut this one down again. Too crazy. I'm just gonna go in the bow and just stick some in there. Cut this one again. Okay, I'm going to take one orange one and do the same thing, or one branch of the orange one. I'm just going to cut it up maybe into 3 pieces. right. Looking good, looking good. I don't think I'm going to do the roses. No. I think this hat needs a little bit more. Maybe two of those. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this clip to hold all these together. I think. It's just an alligator clip on the back. I'm going to put some glue on here. At this point I can't use the clip no more as a clip because it's stuck with glue. So I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Y'all think this hat needs a, no, I don't know, I don't think so. Okay, dry. I'm gonna get a piece of this felt. Put that on there while that's drying. So I'll have something else to glue to. Now I'm going to take and put glue on the back side of the belt. I'm going to glue it to that hat. Glitter. Okay. Now we're going to add some ribbon tails, maybe. Why not use these? how many we're gonna need, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got one more, so let's see what I can get. Okay, we got 6. Now, the question is, do we want to use this or the purple? I'm thinking this. Just gonna cut 6 of them. Now this ribbon, I don't know, it's 50 yards. That's the front of the label. It's Christmas, but it doesn't say which store it is. It's Sam's. So with these, since this is satin ribbon, I'll cut these at an angle. Okay. Find the middles. Oh, y'all, I didn't dovetail these. I should have went live so y'all could have told me all these things were messing up. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, find the middle, scrunch it up. I'm going to put this right here. There. Trying to make sure everything is covered. right here. One more. I think I need to put this one right up here. If I can find the other end of my tie. There it is. This is what we have. Turn this up. Stand back so y'all can see it. Isn't that pretty? See the back, nice and clean. Of course, you know, you'd have to come back and fluff your bow. But y'all, out of a frame I've never used, mesh I've never used, I think I did all right. And it's nice and full. I like it. Okay guys, that's it for that video. I may be making several videos today. Not sure yet. But thanks for hanging out with me. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so if you like my content. My content is not always the same. I do all different kinds of wreaths, door hangers, flower arrangements, bows. So if any of that interests you at all, love to have you here. If you haven't checked out my membership, my VIP crew, it's only $1.99 a month, and you get extra footage like behind the scenes stuff. When I do my front porch for Halloween and fall and Christmas, all that'll be in the members only section. So if you are interested in that, you can find the link in the description. And as always, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we'll see y'all next time.